Welcome back to Korsun 44. We're gonna go ahead and run the turn. Let's see how our opponent did. If they got through any of our minefields, if they got through any of our bunkers. Here, they're pouring on the artillery, putting it into the grenadiers. I'm noticing here that some of these are larger than company strength. I should pay attention to that. I've been playing a little bit of Crusades, Book 1 recently, and noted that there's a hotkey to show your unit strength. Maybe that same hotkey is in this game and I've just never used it. Oh no, a disruption. That does not bode well. Are these guys disrupted? One of them is. Alright, well, let's see how we do. They're going to push hard to get through. Like I mentioned, the main tactic for our Russians, for the Russian side, is just going to be to pour on every single thing that they have with human wave assaults. They've got a lot of guys, and in these shorter scenarios, you don't really have to consider the longer term implications of what your units will need to be doing in 50 turns, 100 turns, whatever. So I expect several assaults. Right now, we're just going to watch his artillery play out. He's got a lot. I've got quite a bit as well. So we're going to punish him right back. And his approach is here. What exactly is this? I missed that. There was some icon. Can I flip this? No. Let's see. I can turn off the units. Oh, I think it was standing on an obstacle is what I saw. Okay, anyhow, more rockets. Oh no, they got a disruption on that. Ugh, that's not going to bode well. He should be able to punch right through that bunker, and then the worst part is he's in a bunker. So we'll see how this all comes together. He is getting a lot of disruptions on my units right now with all of this artillery that is pouring on. We're up by Luka. Should make notes about this scenario and my unit designations. It's the 88th Infantry, I think, that's up on the north side. Oh, we got another disruption against them, so that's good. I think they're initiating an assault. We'll see what they can do. Yeah, they got through. Alright. And here comes like 1,000 more guys. So it's a real problem. It's a real problem. I think they're going to assault into this bunker as well. I think that's what's happening right now. Failed. Though they did do some damage. Okay. Ugh, another assault. Even another. My guys are hanging on. They're hanging on. This one over here, this bunker is going to fall. Oh, well, this one did too. Yeah, they had gotten assault. They had gotten, what is the word that I'm looking for? Disrupted. So now they're in a bunker. I'm going to need to start planning my withdrawal already. Though, as discussed, it may be better for me to hang on to some of these bunkers as I can. Yeah, they came through, and that was quite a successful assault. Could try counter-assaulting. And again, a big part of what this scenario is going to come down to is just slowing him down, just keeping him slowed down. We'll see how it works out. This unit over here is isolated. Near Tichnovka. They're getting a lot of artillery right now. Oh, they did have a successful assault right back into my trench line, though. And they're possibly going to get disrupted this turn, and I'll be able to counter-assault there. Okay. So, 3 units undisrupted. That's good here, though a little late to the party. This unit also not in the best of shape. Okay. Same. So like all the units that I had, maybe not all, let's see. I think all the units that I had, almost all the units that I had that were disrupted are no longer disrupted. We'll see how it goes. Alright. Start here with Tichkova. These guys can actually dig in. Let me look at what releases I had this turn, if it'll tell me that. I don't think it does. Well, alright. Anyhow, I'm just going to move my guys, and we'll see how we do. Let's start with artillery. Let's try to make sure that their engineers, which are on roads, are still disrupted. Nothing over here. This unit, yeah, okay. So all of their engineers are disrupted. I think in terms of the units that he has now in these bunkers, that's a big problem for me. I don't really have anything to respond to this, but I mean, he still needs to assault into bunkers to punch through. So excuse me. Let's light up with some artillery here. Only one potential target here. Okay. Here we have about 600 Russians. Okay. More for these engineers. I'll put it also on this target here. I don't know if that's an HQ or what, but it's a target. So no firing at bunkers. What do I have in terms of disruptions? I think he got like a lot of undisruptions as well. Hang on. I'm not as concerned with this unit. It's under strength. I'm more worried about these guys over here. Though, still, this is an obstacles. Yeah, okay. We can't hit that far. Okay. Here then. I'm more concerned about keeping him off the roadways. So that's why I'm going to focus my fire on units that are on or near direct roadways that, you know, head east. Okay. Okay. And I'm not going to fire into this bunker. Got the heavy weapons company with direct fire. I like that. Keep these guys right here. I wonder if they can also, I don't know if they can fire like directly, like a volley, like infantry could. Maybe I'll be able to find out this turn. Okay. I don't think that they can. No. Okay. He's always got lots of counterfire with his artillery. He's got a lot of artillery. So here's his motorized troop. If I can, I'll try to disrupt this. I'm looking in the wrong spot. Tichkova, Tichnovka. I'm not as concerned with. I'm not like thrilled about it, but I'm also not like terribly concerned with it. So let me focus some of my artillery here. These guys are on obstacles. Yeah, boy. Okay. Only one target for this unit and it's fixed. So that is the target. And we're going to continue on with this unit. No targets here, both units fixed. Same target. Alright. What else? Yeah, same target. I'm gonna try to get a disruption. Not super successful right now. Where's this unit at? Heavy artillery. Yeah, I remember I was focusing the target that was on like the inside corner here. Okay. Okay. It is interesting in this scenario, and I guess this game, the way that these heavy weapons companies operate. I'm used to, basically mortar squads or other short-range artillery. Some interesting unit that I haven't really seen in this game before. Only one target here. Okay. We are hammering the snot out of these guys, but we can't get the disruption. We'll keep trying. Maybe we'll get lucky. Don't have super high hopes. Only one target. Alright. Getting close to the end here. Pretty effective fire. At least some of it. Okay. Short-range artillery, got a disruption, that's good. No targets. Yes, more for you. Hey man, come on. Got it. Got the disruption, at least one of them, man. Here, I don't know if it's even wise to try and shoot at these guys. Yeah, well, I have an unbunkered target over here, so we'll take advantage of that. Lots of defensive artillery fire still. Okay. Only one target here. What gun is this? It's M39 42 gun? I have no idea. It's got good heart attack though. Quite good heart attack compared to its soft attack. Normally I'm used to seeing it kind of lopsided. Alright. I would prefer they not get into this forest, but that seemed to be the case. Alright. These guys are on open ground. Okay. What else? What else? Let's see here. These guys are locked. They can't advance in either direction. So let's pick back up on this unit here, which has the capability to assault. I mean, this unit here can assault, but it's in more of a limited, like they can't advance, and they can really only assault in one direction. Let's keep in on this unit here. My greatest concern. I think I'm going to get my butt kicked on this scenario. We'll find out, but... Alright, what else? Heavy artillery here. One more here. Got the disruption. Nice. They're entrenched. This unit is digging in. I'd really rather have them not do that. Yeah! Got the disruption. Sweet. A little bit of a victory rush in a hex-based, turn-based hex strategy war game. Alright, So let's light these guys up. Let's get to work. Starting on the south. Alright. Every time I fire, high risk of getting lit up by his artillery. Ooh, broke that engineer. I kind of think I should move this unit. Is that crazy? There's more of a threat in this direction. This is an elevated position over here, but not by a lot. There is some calculation for how much of elevation you need in order to gain an advantage. I'll just leave it. I'll just leave it there for now. That engineer is already disrupted. Let's see what I can do over here. Yes, of course. Multiple artillery return fire. I've got so many. Yeah, this is pretty effective fire right here, though. No fatigue. As people have been playing this game for a bit now, it's really more about the fatigue than it is about the manpower most of the time. It's not always true, but fatigue is kind of your key resource in this game. Got my bunker network. He's got obstacles. Okay. Man, just the rate of artillery return fire, it's crazy in this game. Especially on this front. Every shot gets artillery return fire. I think there's a PDT calculation for that. No, I'm thinking of something else, but, man, yeah. Okay. Next, let's continue to work on getting these disruptions. Huh? Got away that time. Probably not this. Ah! This is looking good over here in this section. Okay. More. Did get a guy. I have to be judicious with my volley fire. There is, if you hold down Alt, if you do like Control, Alt, and right click, it fires every volley that you have available, which I do like to use that shortcut sometimes, but I have to be real careful that I don't overlap any of my fire onto a unit that is already disrupted. In this case, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to go ahead and use that hotkey because I have no other target, but yeah, we'll cut the disruption on this guy. Some counterfire, and I'm not pressing anything, and my unit continues to fire. Okay, good. All these units fixed. Yes, they are. Alright. Maybe. Don't have high hopes, but maybe. Okay, that unit's already disrupted, so let's see here. The target here, actually actually gonna fire one at a time, just like I was saying. No effect there, and a bunker 2 now. Interestingly, this bunker counts as vacated. I don't know why. Oh, I gotta get this guy out of here. I could counterattack, but like, that's freaking crazy. I bet he's got a unit right here that I haven't spotted. I could do a recon ability. No dice. Okay. In this case, let's see here. These units are both fixed. When do I get the rest of the 88th unfixed? Not until tomorrow. Okay. Alright, so let's see, 220, 240. This is actually to an elevated position, so I can move up here. I almost feel like maybe that's not the right move. If he keeps pushing on this bunker, I'm going to be in trouble. And I think that is probably what he's going to do, so I'm going to go ahead and move this unit south. That will consume all of its movement points, but I wanted to get it into a bunker again, so we'll go ahead and light up this infantry here. And fire on this infantry. Nothing fancy over here. And then I'm going to cycle through my units. Move anything that's left. And that'll be that. Nice quick turns on this one. I don't think I can fire here. No, it's no target. Plus, I don't think my visibility allows me at this point. Yeah, 1 kilometer. If I wanted to, I could move this gun. Two units disrupted. It really just depends upon whether or not I can move this gun. So it takes 1/3 of his movement. 52 points left. And then another 1/3. Let's call that 26 points. So I need 26 movement points to actually move that, and that's going to count as a half-track unit? Soft half-track? No, motorized. Interesting. Motorized, clear, 12. There's also, though, what is the penalty for snow condition? Oh, goodness. I don't know where that is in the PDT. Ah, snow conditions for motorized are 250. So yeah, we would not be able to move and deploy this AT gun. I think I'm just going to go ahead and put him in travel mode though. And hopefully next turn I would be able to move him into this bunker here and deploy. I think that I can. 26 times 2.5, 65. No, he wouldn't be able to. So, that's a shame. I'm just going to take him out. Okay, what else? What else? I do have this gun over here too, though, which I really do feel like I could stand to move. He'll be protected by the bunker here, so wish me luck. This gun can move. I don't know if I should move this gun. If I do move this gun, it'll lose its stockpiled status. Don't have any more recon anywhere close by. And I kind of don't really want to move outside of its zone of operations. I'm not sure which direction he's going to be coming from in this area. I think it will possibly be up here. Alright, well, let's take action. Let's take action. So, we'll do that. Let me move this unit. Real high fatigue on this. I lost sight of his tank destroyer. Somewhere around here. Could I have moved through? No. Okay. A kill. This is annoying, this pocket of resistance that I have to deal with. It is an interesting scenario, though. Like, it's kind of one of these vignettes that exist within these scenarios, and one of my favorite things about this game is that, like, every tactical situation is different. Like, when you drill down to the individual components in every single scenario, and, like, the unit-to-unit combat on an individual basis. Nope. Man, I don't know if this is a great idea for me to spend my time doing. Lucky me with a disruption? No. If I could disrupt his HQ, I'd probably assault into there and really wreck his day, but not today. I wish these guys would release so I could come in here and deal with that. Although I don't know if it's the right move for me to be spending my time there. Alright, so that's all my units moved. I'm going to go ahead and pass the turn back, and I'll record another video. Until then, see you in the next installment.